Hey guys, Darren from Gillivan Automation here. I just converted this old demo, which was a drive of a different brand, into a Schneider demo, just to show you that stuff like this can happen. So I got my computer and I'm going to show you a few little things that I learned about drive programming. I am more of a PLC programmer, automation person. Also, I would say I made only one phone call to Schneider for free drive assistance, and they did call me back. They called me back in 45 minutes, and done. Like, he knew exactly what I wanted to do, and it was like amazing. So, anyways, a great experience from Schneider. Kudos to those guys. So, basically, I made a map. So good documentation. I had to have a map. This is in a text form rather than a wire diagram, so I don't have any real software to do a wire diagram. So I wrote in the functions. So this is in Darren way of thinking. And it was interesting because the original demo, some of the logic was actually done in these buttons here. So it has a few quirks in it still. What I did learn is the Schneider drive is way powerful, and any of this extra weirdness happening here with the logic, you can do in there. And it's so much easier just to wire in digital input, output, and you're rocking. Documentation, really important. I'd spent about 2 hours reverse engineering this little baby, and there's not a lot there. At the end of the day, there is a lot there. Some of these drives only run a conveyor on, off. A little speed up, a little speed down. So I made this demo as fully functional as possible. So I'll show you what it can do. So basically, it has a run mode, and that was the challenge, is figuring out how to scale that screen into motor RPM. That has been scaled into motor RPM. The old demo had this as a motor speed analog gauge. I thought it'd be more appropriate to show the internal temperature of the VFD in case it got out of whack. And I sealed it. I've got tape on the vents and I'm trying to heat this baby up. Local. So I figured out how to do the logic for the local. I'll show you the software here right away. So this thing will max out at 1800 RPM. Ding! Forward and reverse. It works. That's awesome. Drive stops. This is a normal stop. And not many people do it, but I programmed in a jog. Forward and reverse. Oh, and I got the lights to work. There's a drive healthy LED. I am so happy about lights. Lights are amazing, guys. And it tells you when you are at a 0 speed, which is just turned off for the first time. Oh, I messed up my program somewhere, guys. Okay, we will have to dig into that. But I really wanted to make this a short video so I don't bore you to death. The software. The software is right here. And what we'll do is we will connect to the drive. And so this is normal software loading up, and I have it connected to the drive right now. Anyways, there I am. I am here working for you. So connected to the drive, it's pulling the program out of the drive. I'm doing this part of a bigger M221 test, and it works. So we want to look at the drive running. So the software is really easy to use. And what we can do is you can see the relays. It's really reading. The LEDs are coming on. Forward, reverse. And of course the RPMs are there. Full tilt. Oh, I also have a remote speed pawn. So you can have 2 speeds programmed into this. Although this one is a current, so it takes a little bit to get that one going. Anyways, you can fool around with that all day. Wanted to show you some things that I learned. What did I learn? So this is the software. You enter in your values here when your drive is not running. So when your drive is not running, what you can modify is white. So just let the software update. So as you can see here, 2-wire configuration can be modified. The manual tells you what you can modify when the drive is running and not running. The software lets you know by being grayed out or not. What I learned in programming, I'm set up for 2-wire control, but what I did learn is I had 2 speed references. I had pot number 1 and pot number 2. So what I wanted to do so we had pot 1, pot 2. We wanted to separate the control. So this is pot number 2, reference channel 2. But as you normally, it says no, and as you can see, it's grayed out. So you're like, oh my gosh, how do I get another speed reference here? It's grayed out. So what you need to do is find another spot, and there's other areas in the software that you have to do this as well. So you have to find another spot that enables you to change that, and that in this particular case is the command. So the command is commanding the drive to do something. It's like, amen, you gotta do something. So here we are. I told it that my digital input number 6 is going to be the remote and local switch for the speed pot, and here is where I told it what analog input reference I'm going to be using. Pretty simple, and hit enter, make the changes, the drive will flash. Alright, okay. Oh, a little bit slow. I'm recording this on the same computer. And so that value, pointing at my screen, ends up going up here. So I don't have any ITU. So you can see that. Reference channel 1 is always there. You can change that to be the knob on the display through the software. So that was the biggest thing I learned on this, and I hope you guys can appreciate that. But the one thing that we needed to find out, oh, I know why. That is actually a wiring issue on my drive. So don't do this at home, boys and girls. This is not a software thing. It is a Darren last-minute wiring change. This is supposed to be on the other side of the ready relay. So don't do that in real life. I'm at my house and a demo. There it is. So success, awesome little drive, awesome customer support. If you don't get support from Schneider, call me. I'll help you. That's all, guys. Have a good day.